Good morning. This is Eddie G's Music World, just to give you a little bit of information about what's happening in the music scene in Montreal. Today's August 2026. I'm going to put this on Twitter to see who's out there, and then we'll get right into the subject of the show. And this week, we are going to be discussing uh, music shows coming up. Let me just get that up, and then we will get right to it. I've been off the grid for a couple of months, but right now I had to deal with some medical issues that I had to have done. Okay, so let's see. Let's start by discussing some shows that I can relate to. It is okay. We're looking at this week. Let's see if anything catches my eye. So far, Jonas Brothers. No, they're in Moncton. But here's a big show that's coming. Avenged Sevenfold and Good Charlotte. They are playing the Bell Center August 8th this week. Good Charlotte had a few hits. The lead singer Benji something had married Cameron Diaz. So maybe he was off the road for a bit and she was kind of dealing with having kids at her age. But they are coming to town. Avenged Sevenfold is a major act for the hardest rock, punky type of stuff. Another band that we can see, there's an Ilsonic festival coming up with Dead Mouse, but I'm not really too keen on that type of thing. But I know it's popular. That's part of the Ilsonic shows. There's other acts that I don't know much about, like Company. I'm seeing here. They're featuring Benny Benassi. I'm not sure what he does, but they're pretty much getting into all the Ilsonic acts coming to Montreal. Looking a little bit further down the road, I'm looking at some other names that really catch my eye. There's a rapper called Chance the Rapper. He's coming to town in the next few days, but I don't really know his music a lot either. But I will keep on rolling and see what catches my eye. Here's a show I might go to the 17th, Deep Purple, with one original member, maybe, or two or three classic members like Ian Gillan, the drummer Pace, and maybe Glover came on a little bit like 2 or 3 years after the band started. So they're a vintage band, been around since 1968 or 7. And I've seen them 3 times. I may go to see them in Laval. The opening acts are Kansas and Starship, or Jefferson Starship. But almost everybody in those bands were not around in the heydays. Kansas, there's nobody from from the early days of Dust in the Wind and Carry On Wayward Son. Those people are not there. Starship, there's a guy that showed up in late 70s, but the singer is someone young. Grace Slick is not with the band. She's 80 something years old. Mickey Thomas is not with this band. He has his own version. And if he was there, it would at least get me some of the Starship songs that I like. So we'll see about that one. There's also, that's at Laval, August 17th. There's also the Lasso Montreal, the only name I know out of this group. They're coming to Parc Jean Drapeau. The only name I'm familiar with is Mumford and Sons, and the other people, Old Dominion, John Party, Thomas Rhett. I don't know enough to mention, so I will not get too deeply into it. There's a Van's Warp Tour. I don't really know who's on the bill. It doesn't say on the list that I'm looking at, so I'm not going to get on to a site. There's a sold-out show in Shelburne, Vermont, if you want to go. Modest Mouse. In the 90s, I almost went to see them in Montreal, but there's so many bands, so many desperate bands trying to get notoriety and make a living when streaming has made their income very little. I'm just going to go and put this back on Twitter again and see if anybody is interested in following. Then I'll keep going with my situation. 1 second. Okay, put that up here, and then I'll keep moving on. I'm not sure how much I will discuss. Okay, we're getting to another bunch of shows that I might comment on and see. There's the Tea Party at Théâtre Beanfield. I've never been there, but I think it's somewhere in Point St. Charles or Verdun. I did kind of see the Tea Party once. It was a Canada Day in 2007 outdoor free show. They weren't actually at the event. They were on a big screen because they were somewhere else. So they did a concert that was simulcast in Montreal live. But I saw the I saw that show, but it wasn't. They weren't actually there. Looking down the road, Brian Adams. I can't figure out why he would go to Trois Rivières because it's kind of an off the way type of event area for him because he's done his Canadian tour last October, which I went to. It was great, but I'm not going to see him again. Obviously, there's some band called Down. I don't know much about them. They're coming to Telus Center August 25th, and trying to see if anything else is looking interesting to me. Rush, kind of curious about them. They're going to be here for 2 nights, September 2 and 4. They do have the new female singer, Annika Niles, and she is great. She's doing her thing. The band seems to be popular still, even though they don't have that original one. Drummer, of course. Well, he was the second drummer, Neil Peart. So the third one, they're still selling pretty well, but not sold out. Then there's tribute band like Australian Pink Floyd, September 2nd at, no, that's New Brunswick. Then there's Iron Maiden. I've seen Iron Maiden twice. They're great, but I'm not into a festival environment, outdoor situation. I rarely go to those. I might go to some, but this one I don't think I'll be going to see. Looking for anything else that captures my eye. We're heading into, there's this band, Alabama Shakes, coming to Vermont, September 6th. The Green at Shelburne Museum. I know the name, but really, it's not someone that I'm going to go to see. Then there's the Rasmus. I had to go look it up because I knew the band had some kind of popularity here. They're playing with Studio TD, September 9th. They had a bit of a heavy, punky style, but I'm not going to waste my time for one song that I know. Excuse me, Eddie G's Music World. We are still in the middle of a show, the 6th of August 2026, heading towards the September concerts. AC/DC, September 12th, Parc Jean Drapeau. Again, one of these outdoor packed situations, festival style, outdoors with all the people and all that. And I try to avoid standing room concerts. I love AC/DC, seen them 3 times, so it's not like I don't have an interest in them. I'm going to see, we're towards the middle of September and seeing if anything else is worth noting. Here we go. There's a lot of unknown bands to me, so I'm not going to. Here's one, UB40. Well, they had some great ballads, Red Wine, and other pop songs in a reggae style. I kind of feel that they're tempting to see. Whether or not I'll go, that's another issue. I cannot be sure of that. But they're playing September 19th in the TELUS in Montreal. For sure, you should go check it out if you're interested. There's the Musical Box, also at another place in Trois-Rivières. I've seen them, Genesis tribute band, Cabaret Voltaire. I know a tiny bit about these people. They have kind of a dance feel, playing at Société des Arts Technologies, September 19th as well. But again, if I only know 1 or 2 songs, I rarely make the trek to go to see the concert. We'll see if anything else. There's other ones, but not of any great note since, well, there's the Sex Pistols, September 22nd, Olympia. But 3 of these guys were original guys in the band, and the main guy, well, to me, would be John Lydon. Johnny Rotten was his stage name, and well, he's not with them at this point, at least on this. So, I mean, I'm not really that much that of a fan that I would go see them without the guy that sang the song. So I'm a little bit unsure about that. I don't think I will go. Heading towards the late September time, there's a bunch of other Shabuzi. Wow, in Laval. He had that song. I don't even remember what it was called. It was a massive hit, but I certainly will not waste my time with a guy like that. Oh, we're going live, people. And then for you. Hello? Hello? Oui, oui, ça va? OK, Hélène est là. OK. Wow. Well, somebody came into the phone call. It's fine. We'll just go back to what we were doing. So we're going to go. There's a bunch of metal bands and coming around. Here's somebody I never heard of her, Tawa Bird. I looked her up just to be curious how she sounded, and she's not bad. Kind of a funky type of style. Tawa Bird. She's going to be in town. I'm going to say September 25th at Bar Le Ritz, Montreal. If you're into that, I found it pretty interesting, but of course, I'm not going to be running back. Then there's a 90s band, Weezer. They had that song about Buddy Holly. It was good, but they have other songs that I'm not overly excited about, so I won't bother. September 26th, Laval. Going down, let's see what else is really capturing my attention. We're heading into October. Let's see what else is going on. See if anything is really. I looked up the Stella Stan. No, I didn't look her up. I'm just trying to see if there's any relevance for other people coming to town. There's a band called the Gorillas at the Bell Center. I think I've heard one or two songs, but I don't know them enough to say anything about them. October 3rd. Wasp is coming. Tempted, but again, a metal band, but not huge. Wasp, October 5th in the TELUS, Montreal. I saw this name, Lenny Pierce, and it's kind of a weird looking picture, so I looked it up. He's coming to the TELUS October 7th. He plays kiddie music. So if you want to bring kids to it, maybe they'll be into that kind of hopping bunny songs, Let's see. Let's mosey into the whole. Let's just get to the end of the 2026 year. Teddy Swims, don't know much about him. October 7th, Bell Center. Metric, one or two songs. October 7th, Place Bell. Trying to see we are heading. Then I looked up this Bia Badubi, Filipino girl, kind of folky. Place Bell in Laval, so somebody thinks they're going to do well. October 8th. Smashing Pumpkins, I'm kind of tempted. October 9th at the Bell Center. Tempted. But I've never seen them live. So that's what that's about. There's other ones that are kind of, I don't know enough about to really, like the Black Keys. They had one or two songs from 20 years ago. So do I really know much about them? Not really. Let's keep rolling into the month. They are coming to, I don't see, yeah, here they are. Place Bell and Laval, October 16th. People can go to see them. I don't know enough to give them much of a review about it. Bruce Coburn, veteran actor of 1970s, very old. I was in negotiation to book them when I was trying to do more stuff in music, and I couldn't get it done. He was sick or whatever it was. But he's going to Amphitheatre de Jésus in Montreal, October 18th. Definitely worth seeing. He's got a bunch of songs, but he's in his 80s, so take that into account. Coming down, looking at other names. Olivia Rodrigo, now it's pretty much sold out. There's some standing room tickets available for 800 and something bucks. October 21st, Bell Center. And of course, she's a huge act, so I don't have to give too much details. Looking down, here's one. Bell Center, Olivia Rodrigo. I think I just talked about her. She's doing 2 shows in Montreal. That's amazing. And keep on going. There must be something of great interest for the rest of the 2020. Here's an act Aya Nakamura. Now, she sold out the Bell Center, which is 15 to 18,000 people. So of course I had to kind of look her up. She's a model from I forget where. She's still tickets left for one of her two shows, but I never heard of her. But I did look her up. I found her music pretty calming. Like I don't know how to describe it, but look her up, Aya Nakamura. If you really want to find out about her, look her up. Then go to the Bell Center, October 25th, at the Bell Center. Then an old standby band, Styx, coming October 26th to the Bell Center, no, Place Bell in Laval. I've seen them three times. Kind of tempted, but they got one or two guys from the vintage days, and the other three are like Gowan and who replaced Dennis T. Young and other people. But you will get JY and Tommy Shaw. So that's pretty good. We are closing out. Okay, Sting's coming 3 days to Théâtre Saint-Denis, mostly sold out. The only thing you can get is tickets it's some kind of a special tickets where, you spend 900 something dollars and you get maybe some paraphernalia as a bonus. I'm not sure. But he's coming October 26th, 27th, and one other night. I don't know. Yeah, 29th. Then there's other lesser known acts that I'm trying to see if they're worth discussing. Arch Enemy with a new singer. I used to know Alicia Gluz. She's like the sister of a niece of a friend of mine, but she's not in the band anymore. Somebody else is there. There we go. We're closing in on November. Yeah, we're in November for the Montreal shows coming up with Eddie G's Music World. I'm heading down the track, seeing what catches my eye. A lot of people I don't know, so I will not have much of a opinion about them. Trivium, I've heard of them. Metal, but that's all I can tell you. November 17th, Place Bell, Laval. More as we get down to the situation. Dweezil Zappa's coming. Well, he comes a lot. Well, listen, his father was the genius, and he's covering his father's work. He's doing his father's work, or he's doing his own and his father's work. November 17th, Théâtre Saint-Denis. I'm not going to go because I don't know. I don't think I was crazy about Frank Zappa, but he is a talented guy, or he was. Rain Maida and Chantal Kreviazuk, husband and wife. Rain is in Our Lady Peace. Chantal Kreviazuk has worked with Avril Lavigne and written for her. She's done solo work too. I've seen both of them in different things, so I'm not going to waste my time. November 20th at Beanfield Theatre in Montreal. We are seeing what is left. Rock was in. No, he's going to Nova Scotia, so not coming here. There's this Yellow Creux, November 26th in the studio. I heard a bit of it. It's a weird mix of stuff. I don't really know how to describe it. There's Doja Cat, November 27th, Bell Center. Don't know much about her. And then as I get towards the end, wow, we're already in December. I see Amanda Marshall is touring, but not coming to Montreal, unfortunately. I've never seen her. We are mid-December. Oh, Andrea Bocelli. Well, he's a superstar in the opera world. December 13th at the Bell Center. And that's about it. I mean, I've gone through the whole rest of 2026 for upcoming Montreal shows. So I want to thank everybody who has listened and who will listen. And it's Eddie G's Music World. Glad to talk to you again for the August 6th date, 2026. Thank you, and I hope you listen. Bye-bye.